Members of the royal family have hugely important official titles and styles that date back centuries, and it is no different today. There will be a great deal of change ahead for the younger royals and their titles in the years to come, with the first due to happen within the next decade or so. The late Queen had 12 great-grandchildren from Savannah Phillips and Prince George to August Brooksbank and Sienna Mapelli Mozzi, and 3 of them will carry several different titles in their lifetimes, some of which carry huge historical importance. While Prince George and Princess Charlotte will eventually take on some of the most important senior royal titles, their younger brother Prince Louis is expected to carry a title that has significant ties to royal history and particular sentimental connection to the late Queen. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Prince Louis Arthur Charles was born on April 23, 2018, at St. Mary's Hospital in Paddington and lives with his family in apartment 1A of Kensington Palace and at Anmer Hall in Norfolk. His current and official title is His Royal Highness Prince Louis Arthur Charles of Wales, and he sits 4th in line to the throne. But this will all change when he either marries or his father becomes king. Following the late Queen's death and Prince William's official title shift from the Duke of Cambridge to the Prince of Wales, Prince Louis and his siblings became known as Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis of Wales. But looking even further ahead into the future, Prince Louis would be in line to inherit a historic dukedom when he marries. Much in the same way that his father was made the Duke of Cambridge and his uncle Prince Harry was made the Duke of Sussex on his wedding day, Louis could one day be the Duke of York. The current holder of the title is Prince Andrew, so it would be unavailable to Louis if Andrew was still alive when he chooses to marry. Traditionally, the Duke of York title has been given to the monarch's second oldest son, so if Prince William is on the throne and it is vacant, then Prince Louis will likely take on that style. Previous Dukes of York include the late Queen's grandfather, King George V, and her father, King George VI, meaning she was known as Princess Elizabeth of York until her father became the king in 1936, so there were several significant sentimental links for the Queen. The monarch opted to give the title to Prince Andrew, who was widely regarded to be her favorite son, when he married Sarah Ferguson in 1986. Following the announcement that the City of York had decided to remove Prince Andrew's honorary Freedom of the City of York position, questions were raised as to whether his mother would further move to strip him of his Duke of York title. York City representatives announced further calls for the late Queen to step in and order Andrew to stop using his princely style, which was bestowed to him when he was born in 1960. This is slightly more challenging, however, as the monarch cannot act alone in removing peerage titles. Any attempt to remove Andrew's official title would have to be fronted by Parliament, with a statute passed by both the House of Commons and the Lords. Prince Louis is not the only young royal who will gain an impressive title in the future. His older brother, Prince George, is also set for a huge title change when their father is king. The young royal is in line to become the Prince of Wales and would be the 28th incumbent, following in the footsteps of his grandfather Prince Charles and father Prince William. Princess Charlotte will also be set for major changes as she grows into her role. Upon her father's accession and death of Princess Anne, Charlotte will be eligible to become the next Princess Royal. This title is traditionally given to the eldest daughter of the monarch and is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a female member of the royal family by the sovereign. Elsewhere, it was recently reported that King Charles hoped to one day bestow the Dukedom of Edinburgh on his granddaughter, which would make her the Duchess of Edinburgh in her own right. Discussions are underway, but the favored outcome for the king is that this title ought to go to Princess Charlotte, a source told the Mail on Sunday. It would be a fitting way to remember the Queen who, of course, had the title Duchess of Edinburgh, and a way for His Majesty to honor the line of succession. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel.